Welcome in, everybody, back to the broadcast booth here at Shenandoah High School. Rex Roth Court, TJ Young alongside Aaron Burdorf. Coach, we've got the Tri-Center Trojans coming to town, and we'll get started right away with the starting lineups. A little bit of a different look for the Phillies tonight.
Yeah, just fighting through illness. So tonight, the Phillies will start with Finley, Black, and Spiegel in the backcourt, and Lene Green, the freshman, along with Ava Wolf, the senior, start down low.
So, again, a little bit of a different starting lineup tonight. Tri-Center comes in from the WIC, tough conference, and we'll get into that after the break here and as the game goes, but we're going to step aside while they play the anthem, so we'll be right back right after this.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
And welcome back in, folks. Coach, as I mentioned before break, Tri-Center coming in here for the girl-boy doubleheader on a day off from school for the kids. That could be a little bit different. But coming out of the WIC, maybe not the best record, but they've had some challenges along the way with some tough competition.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's a little bit smaller school, but definitely play against some high-quality competition up to our north. So, obviously, Tri-Center beat these same Phillies a year ago up at Tri-Center. So, look for a good contest between the Trojans and Phillies.
And that was in Neola. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that the – no. Never mind.
Well, it's out in the country.
Yep. I'm always thinking of Adair in Neola with the big yellow water tower with the smiley face. That's Adair. That's another story for another day. Lene Green is there to tip, and it was actually won by Tri-Center. So Tri-Center starts on offense, and Osmond threw the ball away, so it's going to be a turnover right away for Tri-Center. And Shenandoah will now have the basketball. Brooklyn Black gets it over to Macy Finley, gets it to Spiegel. She had the shot over on the wing, passed it up, back to Finley in the corner. And a little bit of a 2-3 zone here for Tri-Center, Coach. This coach is getting his stat sheet. I missed that. That was my fault. I dropped the ball on that, Coach.
Failed miserably.
And Spiegel gets it back to Black. Good ball movement here. And finally, Macy Finley in the corner. No good. Backside rebound blocked on the putback by Flaherty. Now there's a ball on the floor and a jump ball between Wolf and looked like Doffenbaugh. And that's jump ball's going to stay here. But good ball movement down here by the Phillies and a good shot. Backside rebound. Just a good play by Flaherty.
Yeah, good patience by the Phillies there on the first offensive possession. And hopefully get a good second look here on the inbound play.
And this 2-3 zone that Tri-Center's running shouldn't be foreign to the Phillies because they're seeing a lot of this as this season has gone on. A lot of compacted 2-3 zones making the Phillies beat them from deep. And Macy Finley obliges as she knocks down the triple to start the scoring. Really good ball movement, patient possession that time by the Phillies.
Yeah, again, good ball movement. It all starts with good ball movement for the Phillies. A really good job to find the open look by Finley.
Looks like Kinkle's got the ball at the top. Good high-low pass. Flaherty can't finish. Rebound by Wolf for second of the night. Brooklyn Black looking to push. That brings the ball up on the right side. Gets it back to the top. Good skip pass over to Spiegel, who gets it back to the top. Again, patience looks like that is the theme of this first part of the game as Black lights up a three. No good. Good box out on the backside, and Kinkle bringing the ball up for Tri-Center. But again, a very patient possession for the Phillies.
Yeah, absolutely. These two teams met in a scrimmage earlier this year, so they know a little bit about each other coming into this contest.
A little bit of a wild shot there from Tri-Center, and Black brings down the rebound, and Phillies look to push, but nothing was there, so now they're going to settle into their half-court set. Spiegel, 3-ball, bang! So 2 for 4 from 3 are the Phillies here in the first minute and change. Off to a good start offensively is Shenandoah.
Yeah, just like the last 2 times out, starting with the hot 3-ball, it opens up the inside game, something that was good for the Phillies early in the season. Now it's something that we're starting to see the long ball go down to open up that inside game.
And Osmond was called for the double dribble there, so the Phillies defensively, that's kind of, you had mentioned that they've really stretched leads early to kind of put games away in the first quarter, the last 2. And it's not just offense. Defense has been doing a good job too. And we'll get into that, I'm sure, as this game goes along. Good skip pass. Spiegel's open again and on the wing, just off. Good box out down there by Doffenbaugh. And Doffenbaugh gets the ball to Sheckloff. I'm probably say that wrong. If you're in the chat, let us know.
We won't see it.
I know. But Brody will see it. Kinkle has the ball at the top between the circles. Gets the ball to Schneckloff. I'm going to get that right. She drives to the left. Nice little pocket pass to Flaherty, and that gets Tri-Center on the board, 6-2. Really good play down there by Tri-Center.
Yeah, good ball movement by them that time, moving the ball with the dribble, and then the little handoff play into the lane for the easy 2.
Finley in the corner. That's a good spot for her. Bang! You got to guard Macy Finley in the corner over here on this near side as you're watching the game. She can knock them down from there. 4:31 to go in the first quarter. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back right after this.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Welcome back in 9-2, 4:31 to go in quarter number 1. Coach, really good patience down here offensively. In the last 3 games, it's been the Spiegel and Finley show early, knocking down triples and a quick timeout by Tri-Center.
Yeah, again, just a really good ball movement across the top of the key and then over, and they both have their side of the court and can spot up from the right and left and knock down those threes. It definitely opens up the rest of the offense for the Phillies.
And Evelyn has checked in, as has Caroline Rogers. And when Rogers checks in the game, that defensive intensity tends to tick up a notch, and it did right there as they had a trap over on the wing and nearly got a turnover right there.
Yeah, she's just super athletic and can jump out of the gym, and she definitely speeds the game up for teams when she comes into the game.
Long 2, good by Doffenbaugh. They say that's the worst shot in basketball, Coach, that long 2, but Doffenbaugh's going to take it.
It's not that bad if it goes in.
That's right. Rogers gets the ball to the high post, a little high-low pass, senior to senior, some contact down there, but no call. So 4 minutes to go, and Tri-Center bringing the ball back up the floor. Kinkle has it on the right side, gets it to Wingard in the right corner, and we're going to get a little bit of a shuffle of the steps there from Wingard, and that's going to be a turnover. So 3:49 to go, Coach. Again, defense kind of confusing Tri-Center here most of these possessions so far.
Yeah, Winger out there on the wing just looked very confused. She's obviously not comfortable shooting the 3-ball, so she didn't know what to do and then traveled when she went to take her first dribble.
And that ball goes off of Rogers' hands, so turnover. Trading turnovers here the last couple of possessions as Tri-Center tries to stay in the ballgame. That quick timeout may have been beneficial. That's another about 15-foot shot this time by Doffenbaugh. Rims in and out, rebound by Black, and they Phillies look to push again. Couple dribbles down to the baseline by Finley. Skip pass over to Rogers, thought about the 3, and gets it back into Evelyn. A nice post-to-post pass, and it goes. A really good ball movement. The skip pass and then the post-to-post pass. It was pretty.
Yeah, really good skip pass and then throw it right into the post and move it to that open look right there with Wolf.
We get the trap here at the top, and they're going to get a call. Looks like on Rogers. Maybe not the worst thing in the world there. I mean, they've got 10, 11 kids. They're shooting up 15 or 16 now, but 10 or 11 kids that play regularly. So if she gets in a little bit of foul trouble, they can just put somebody else in for her.
Yeah, it's okay for her to be aggressive. Plenty of fouls to give for sure.
And a quick steal by Cassidy Stevens, who just comes into the game. She used a little bit of a low forearm there, but that clears some space. No call. We're going to get a bucket. That's the first bucket of the night for Stevens. The ball gets into Winger. Winger gets it back over to Kinkle. Kinkle gets the ball to Hayden Thomas between the circles. Back to Kinkle on the right wing. Kinkle looking for somewhere to go. Gets it into the post. Back to Kinkle, 3-ball from the wing, just off the left side of the rim, rebounded by Wolf. It's that backside rebound, Coach. It gets you every time.
I tell you what, I watched a lot of basketball this weekend. It was like everyone.
Right.
I don't know where your 60% came from. I think it's a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's just an arbitrary number.
Oh, okay.
But
so you didn't read it in a book or hear it from anybody. You just made it up one night. And
there was a wise old man once told me that.
Gotcha.
So the ball goes out of bounds off the Phillies. Tri-Center gets the ball back up off the floor. That 1-2-2 tempo press nearly caused a turnover, but the scramble won by Kilpack, and Kilpack knocks it in. So Tri-Center a little bit jumbled on offense, but they're keeping pace a little bit since that timeout. And a little bit of a tough entry pass there, nearly stolen away. Stevens in the corner. That's long off of Wolf on the backside there as it just gets off her hands. She just wasn't ready for it there. A little bit of a long shot from Stevens, not something typical you see from Cassidy.
Yeah, she's been knocking them down as of late, and that one just a little bit long, but I'm sure she'll find one here in this contest.
So back to this 1-2-2 kind of a tempo press, looking for that trap right past the timeline. Good job by Kinkle to get the ball out of her hands and get the ball over to the corner. Kinkle tried to enter the ball into the post. It's stolen by Lene Green, the 6'2" point forward. And a nice little pass and a shot attempt, but Lene Green cleans up the trash for her first rebound and first bucket of the night. Good job by Green, showing some versatility there.
Yeah, she can obviously handle the ball just as well as anybody on the court.
And that time, stolen by Evelyn. Evelyn with the pass ahead to Finley. This press, they'll run it from time to time during the course of the season, but they're really giving some fits. And this time, it was Doffenbaugh who stepped on that half-court line, and it's an over and back call, really giving them fits with the pressure defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Just turn it up. Obviously, you don't have to do it all the time. Just turn it into a couple turnovers here and there throughout the night. It adds possessions to your side of the contest and can change the game in a hurry.
So 1:25 first quarter, 17-6 is the score. Shenandoah out to an 11-point lead early. If we remember back to 2 games ago, they were up by 19 in the first quarter. Last game, they were up by 17 in the first quarter. So, again, that hot start trend continuing for the Phillies here in the last couple ball games. Back still in that 2-3 zone. Phillies looking to attack it, trying to get the ball inside, get the ball to Burdorf on the baseline. A lot of contact. We get a call, and that's going to send Burdorf to the line. Really good job finding her in the short corner.
Yeah, when she comes into the game, earlier in the season we talked about that short corner being specific to certain players. When she comes into the game, she runs that short corner. She's figured out how to use her left hand, takes it hard to the basket, and gets fouled.
So what you're telling me, without telling me, is some people are watching this broadcast, and they're hearing what we're saying.
Somebody must be.
Oh, the millions and millions as Burdorf misses a first, trying to split the pair here. Second shot up and just off the right side of the rim. That's going to go almost out of bounds. Great hustle by Green as she saves the possession for the Phillies, and Stevens did travel. She had that jump stop and then pivoted out of it. But a really good hustle down there by the freshman Green, getting her first start tonight, my recollection.
I think she might have started one time. She did. She started at St. Albert. Burdorf.
I wasn't there.
At St. Albert. They started.
Our production manager should have told me that. I'll have to send him a note. Osmond has the ball trapped there in the corner, on the block. Gets the ball back up to Schnickloff, and Schnickloff is on the right wing. She gets the ball to Thomas, back to Schnickloff. Looks like you got a little bit of a 1-4 high set here as they get the ball. A little shuffle of the steps, a little high-low pass, and off of the foot there. Looked like I can't see the numbers. That Winger? No. That was Van Arsdale. Van Arsdale.
Did you just make something up?
No, Van Arsdale.
Oh.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I
seriously thought you combined like 3 kids' names together.
We'll talk about it at the break. We got 14 seconds to go until the end of the quarter. Looks like Philly's content to hold for that final shot. We're under 10, and we get a little skip over to Spiegel into the corner to Finley. 2 on the clock. Somebody's got to shoot it. Finley does, and it's just off. So that'll end the first quarter. A little bit of a disjointed end of the first quarter, but overall really good first quarter for the Phillies offensively and defensively. We'll step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the FDS YouTube live stream.
I pay to spray. What did you say? Pay to spray. Custom application? Oh, input costs can get pretty high. I want to buy my own sprayer with automatic boom shutoff and really big booms. Gotta love some big booms. The ag economy's down, but I'm bullish and my numbers are good. So what do you think? Let's make it happen.
The ride to your dreams is easier with the right partner. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen.
Welcome back in. We're just about ready to start the second quarter. Coach, 17-6, another hot start for the Phillies offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the good ball movement early, knock down a couple threes. It opens up the inside game for players later in the game for sure. And doing a really good job of mixing defenses tonight. I've done a couple different things. The half court 3-2, played a little man, went 1-2-2, and then the three-quarter court and got some traps and turnovers. So just continuing to mix all those things together really has made it flow for the Phillies tonight.
And tonight, you were mentioning that defense, really kind of defense leading to offense there, kind of at the middle part of that first quarter. They got that three-point barrage right away, but then it was the steals, the traps, the overpasses leading to some runouts and some easy buckets.
Right, and even if it doesn't lead out to transition points, just getting the ball back and getting an extra possession definitely can change the game.
And again, another, as you mentioned, that switching defense, it was man-to-man that they kind of amoeba'd into a trap right there after the first pass. Tri-Center did a good job of getting out of it. Three-pointer on the way. Good rebound attempt in there. Good hustle in there by Flaherty, but it just came off of her hands. And now the Phillies have the ball again, looking to attack this 2-3 zone. And I like the idea of Finley down there trying to get the ball into the post because she had a lane, but looked like Green just wasn't looking for it.
Yeah,
there.
Definitely not on the same page there. I don't know if they were going to do like a switch high-low motion or something, and Finley assumed that Green was going to stay, and she didn't.
And Tri-Center gets the ball now past the press. Kinkle has it up to the top of the key. Swinging the ball around as Doffenbaugh gets it to Kinkle. Kinkle with the ball again on the right side. Osmond has the ball. A little elbow shot good from, looked like that was Flaherty. So a 9-point game. Pretty good possession that time for Tri-Center, just moving the ball, being patient.
Yeah, Tri-Center is doing a really good job of just being patient, waiting until they get it to the people that they want to shoot it for sure.
And one, I'll tell you what, you were making a really good point, and I'm never going to interrupt you when you make a really good point. That was a wonderful pass by the senior. The freshman doing a great job of pinning the kid on the backside block, and a great pass for the N1.
Yeah, really good set piece there. And set up the pass from Spiegel to Green. She doesn't convert the three-point play, but really good ball movement by the Phillies.
I would never interrupt you when you're making a good point.
Thank you.
You bet. Osmond gets it to Kinkle. Flaherty trying to take Green. She ran into a brick wall there, and then Spiegel comes up with the loose ball. So probably going to be a steal for Spiegel, but really that was Lene Green playing really good defense right there and just walling up. Skip past two. Oh, thought Finley was going to knock it down in the corner, I believe. I mean, that's probably her best spot on the floor to knock a shot down. That's just dangerous to leave her open down there. Good fight for the ball. Phillies come up with it. That was Flaherty and Black. And now Spiegel's in the corner. She'll fire away. That's just short. Rebound in there by Tri-Centers. They now look to push. There's no press right now on a missed shot. So, but Spiegel still gets that turnover. It's a 2-on-1 position for the Phillies. And a steal right back as Tri-Center now going up and down the floor. The left-handed layup, good. So really sloppy ball handling last couple possessions. Maybe a little out of character for Spiegel right there. Just maybe one dribble too many there.
Right. She was actually looking for Black running down the other side. They had a 2-on-1. I'm going to guess that in practice they don't stop 2-on-1 breaks in practice at the 3-point line. I bet you take it another couple dribbles and then make that pass. Make that girl come and guard you until they stop you or get the open look for your teammate.
Now it's Finley. Skip pass over to Black. Black trying to get the ball into Wolf, but she's covered up high on the high-low there. And again, good patience, good ball movement. Philly's being patient right now. We're just over 5 minutes to go until halftime. Black takes the three in the corner. That's off with the backside rebound by Green. She puts it up. No good. Some contact up there, but not enough to warrant a foul. So we're under 5 minutes to go. A couple really good possessions defensively for Tri-Center in a row as they try to chip away here, down by 9 with just under 5 to go in the first half. Kinkle going from left to right, shoots at the elbow. That's in and out. Good rebound by Spiegel, maybe the smallest one on the floor, but reaches up high and gets the rebound. Finley, that's a tough pass. Good hands by Wolf as she fights for the ball. She's going to get called for a travel. Just keep the cool a little bit there. It probably was a little bit of a bump, but just take a deep breath, decompress, and things will be all right.
Yeah, it was a really good pass to get it there, and then she was just kind of squeezed on that double team, threw up the first shot, then was unable to kind of corral that offensive rebound and, again, get it back up without being forced to the floor.
So 17-6 at the end of the quarter. First 2.5 minutes here of this second quarter. I mean, it's Tri-Center's quarter right now. They're doing a much better job offensively, staying patient and getting shots just like that. As that one goes by Wingert, she knocks down the elbow jumper, and it's back to a 7-point game. As Chloe Denton checks in the game for the first time, tried to get the ball into the post, gets it to Wolf. Wolf gets it back out, and now Stevens driving the lane and off of the leg of a defender, and Denton's going to shoot a three in the corner. That is off the backboard first, and a good box out in there by Kilpack. I know we talked about it. We've talked about it all year. They're probably going to call some sort of an over the back, but a displacement call.
Yeah, in that case, I think Coach Weinrich's asking, hey, my girl's just taller. The ball comes down to her hands and just happens to be on top of the other girl's head. Doesn't mean it's a foul.
So 3:45 to go. That 1-2-2 zone that press that was really working well for the Phillies are not in it right now. Just stayed back in their half-court defense, and then a long pass to the feet of Denton there, and it just skipped under her legs, and a turnover. Really choppy first half of this second quarter for the Phillies.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I've noticed on our offensive end is our post players are working hard in the block, but nobody's going to the high post to try to take away some of that pressure from that girl that is on the block. Getting that ball movement in that high-low motion might be better than just continuing to chuck up threes.
Now, again, this is me just asking you to put your coach hat on. Would you ever consider using one of those two posts to come up and screen the zone? To screen the zone to create a driving lane for some driving kick?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, the way the Trojans are playing it, they're overplaying that first pass. So it's just a matter of getting somebody up there in that high post area to make it happen.
And that's a bank in three. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but the banks are open in Shenandoah High School right now.
That's a terrible joke.
What? The banks are closed today. 2:59 to go in the first half. We're going to take a timeout. I apologize. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back in. 10-point lead, 2:59 to go in the second quarter. Coach, still a little disjointed. We made that three-pointer on this end, but again, a little disjointed offensively still. To your point, I'd like to see a high post presence in that 2-3 zone. Maybe we'll see that after the timeout. As Chloe Denton gets the steal, she's the run out and probably a foul, but no call as Denton couldn't finish the layup. And Tri-Center now looking to push through into hands, and that's a steal. Denton's going to get a shot at redemption, and she makes it pay off. Really good pass ahead there by, it looks like Evelyn there on the pass ahead.
Yeah, Evelyn did a really good job of getting the steal and looking ahead. And looking ahead to Denton for that layup.
And Denton saw the ball go through the hoop for the first time tonight. Tried to get another one. Ended up getting the foul with the body there. So that'll be the 4th team foul. Nobody really in foul trouble for either team, which is a good sign. Just the game has had a flow to it, some turnovers, but not a lot of stoppages yet. That's the curse. I did it. That's my fault. But it's been good so far. As Tri-Center again getting hounded on the ball there was Thomas. Now Thomas gets the ball out to Van Arsdol, as we double-check that. And and Wingert has the ball back to Thomas. Thomas looking to drive on Stevens, gets the ball back out. And now it's going to be a 3. Nope, good job on the closeout by Denton there to prevent that three-pointer from Kilpack. And then a little bit of an errant pass picked up by Tri-Center. Again, just kind of choppy. They've hung on to the ball, haven't turned it over, but Philly's doing a good job making Tri-Center right now play scramble offense until that right there as Kilpack knocks down a 15-footer. Good defense and offense on that same possession.
Yeah, that was a really, really good offensive possession in terms of possessing the ball for a long time. There was a really good job on defense getting our hands in there, just couldn't finish the steal after some of the tip-outs.
3 ball by Finley, missed. Rebound offensively by Denton. Denton trying to get in there and make something happen. A lot of contact, but no foul called on the shot. Denton may be a little dinged up there. We're going to get a foul called. I don't know if it was on Evelyn or on Wolf on the reach in there. See if they show it on the board. Nope. So it's a mystery.
Mystery. We don't have our guys tonight. The Schuster twins normally run the sideboards and all the foul information, and they're not here tonight because there's no pep band, and so now we're short all that information.
Well, we'll do our best. As Osmond has the ball between the circles for Tri-Center, as Tri-Center has really stayed in the game. They got hit in the mouth right away from the Phillies, down by 11 at the end of 1, but they've stayed pace in this second quarter and have actually chipped away a little bit. Osmond again at the top, really not a lot of pressure on the ball from her, and now Thomas has the ball. She has a dribble, but choosing not to use it here, maybe get a 5-second call. Good job of getting the ball out of her hands. And a little pick and roll action. Really good hands by Green because that was a dunk. If Doffenbaugh catches that, that's a dunk.
Yeah, really good, again, really good ball movement and a nice pick and roll set. They definitely know who they want to get the ball to in the low post.
Because it was a dunk, right?
It would have been.
Yep. So we are at 25 seconds and counting, and Osmond, free throw line jumper off the backboard, no good. Maybe holding for one shot, but looks like we're trying to push. And Finley, again, just drives right into 3 defenders. I'm all for being aggressive, but when you're 5'4" and you're dribbling into 3 5'9" kids, it's probably not going to go well.
Yeah, did not end well for Finley there.
So 8 seconds. We're going to get a 3-point shot right from the top of the key, in and out. Fortunate bounce there for the Phillies. We got 1 second on the clock. Finley shoots up a half-court heave. That's well short. That's going to end the first half. Choppy second quarter, just 7 points scored by the Phillies there in that second quarter. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We'll pay some bills in a very quick first quarter. So we'll be right back right after this.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer. Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back into Shenandoah High School. Rex Roth Court, 24-14 is the score at the half. Coach, got about 9 minutes until we start the second half. Give us some halftime stat breakdown situations here for the Phillies.
Yeah, Macy Finley leads the way with 8 points. Really good job of getting that hot start with the 2 threes early. Cassidy Stevens has 5. She banked in that 3. Got a steal and a layup. Really nice from her. And the banks you are right. They are not open today, but they are open in the gym. I apologize.
It was a really good joke.
It was a really good joke.
It was on point. I'm
going to blame it on I couldn't hear you.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Continue. Go ahead.
Green has 4 points and 4 rebounds. Spiegel 3 points and 2 steals. Wolf with 2 and 4 rebounds. And Denton coming in off the bench gets that run-out layup as well. The Phillies, Black also has 4 defensive rebounds. Really nice night from her. A couple assists so far. And the Phillies have forced quite a few turnovers. But they've also turned the ball over themselves a little bit too much here in the first half, something that we haven't seen the last couple times out. They've really prized the ball and want to see that get cleaned up here in the second half.
It's kind of that John Wooden quote, be quick but never hurry. Like, we're trying to be more aggressive, it looks like, trying to push the ball a little bit more, lead with the pass instead of dribbling down the floor, getting some runouts that way. But it just kind of, like you said, seems like we are in too much of a hurry at times. If it's not there, it's not there.
Yeah, just some kind of careless turnovers. I mean, we don't have replay or anything, but in my head, I can see a couple of plays where we passed it to the wing and just lost it out of bounds. We took it hard to the basket a couple times against people that we probably didn't need to go in and threw up some wild shots or just handed the ball over. Just some things that we can definitely clean up on our side of the ball and take care of it a little bit better and extend the lead in the second half.
And honestly, give Tri-Center credit. The last 2 teams we played, Red Oak and Griswold, we got on them early and kind of stepped on their throat, and it wasn't really a game after about midway through the first quarter. This had that feel tonight early in this game. They've chipped away. They only chipped it away by 1, but they've stayed pace, and they've really maybe not forced Shenandoah to be sloppy, but they have taken advantage of some of that sloppiness to keep in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, ultimately, Tri-Center is playing a 2-3 zone. You throw it to the wing. They do try to steal the pass going back to the top of the key, so they extend that one girl. And that's where we talked about bringing somebody into that high post area. And then all of a sudden, you're playing 3-on-3, or you have the opportunity to kick it out, but you're making one of the post players come up and guard you. And now we might have a dump high-low. All things that I'm sure Coach Weinrich is talking about in the halftime.
He's got the live feed of us
listening.
Yeah, he's got the live feed of us.
He listens to us for about a minute and a half, and then he goes in and talks to the girl.
Yep, wants to get the skinny and get the scoop of what adjustment. He's not listening to us. No. Unfortunately, no. But he does. Actually, fortunately, probably.
Right.
So we've got about 5.5 to go until we start the third quarter. We're going to step aside. You'll have audio silence for about 5 minutes. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back into Shenandoah Rexroth Court. We are just about set to start the third quarter, Coach. We talked about this during the break a little bit. Would you attribute some of that sloppiness or maybe not taking care of the ball a little bit? Not lackadaisical, that's bad. They played hard. But would you attribute some of that to not having school today?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I know what my kid was doing all day, just sitting around home. She cleaned some stuff. If she listens to this, she did some cleaning around the house. I'm sure that has something to do with it. The kids have to get out and move. But now they've played a half, and let's see what they can do here in the second half. And back into that 2-3 zone, a little bit more aggressive there at the top to start, but a really good skip pass by Spiegel. Couldn't finish by Green, but that's the second time she's gone cross lane to Green. Really good looks, just got to finish them as Kinkle shoots it from 3, no good. And that's exactly the same thing that happened to Evelyn that we didn't get the call on this time. Coach, your thoughts? Yeah, that's what Coach Weinrich said too. He said same call. Lene Green gets the rebound on the missed shot. Good contest there by Ava Wolf. And Phillies again looking to push, nothing there. And they have done a good job of being patient once that initial push isn't there. Wolf nearly lost it, regained the ball, back into the corner, and just short. Finley a little off with the 3 after that first quarter, but again, good ball movement, wide open shooter, just got to knock it down. And Osmond gets the ball back. I always mess up this name, so I'm probably just not going to say it because a lot of things have happened. Schneckloff. Osmond has the ball. She dribbled it off of her foot, it looks like, but they're going to say Green. Green touched it last. So 43 for Tri-Center Schneckloff. Just so you're clear, and I'm clear on that. Schneckloff. Would you agree with that? Yeah, that's what it says on the screen. All right. And a really good play in there, and that's another bucket for Flaherty. And we're into single digits here, Coach, 24-16. Yeah, Wolf got lost there on the inbounds play. Thought she was switching with Spiegel, and it didn't happen. Spiegel says we're not up by single digits anymore. She knocks down the 3 on the far side there. And those wing shots and corner shots have been open all night. It's just a matter of knocking them down. Kink will get you to Schneckloff, and that's a good recovery there by Wolf. But grab it with 2 hands. Nobody saw you up in the booth except for me, but I did. Yeah, grab it with 2 hands. Yeah, just go in there and intercept it instead of knocking it out of bounds. Doesn't do you any good to just knock the ball out of bounds. So Kinkle set to inbound and gets the ball into the corner. 3 ball in the corner. That's well short by Doffenbaugh. And Spiegel looking to push, but smart, no numbers. And she waits for Evelyn to get down there. Evelyn long on the shot. And good fight for the board. And another rebound by Brooklyn Black. And she weaves her way in the lane for the bucket. Back-to-back scoring possessions for the Phillies here in the last minute change. Yeah, really good job of kind of a forced into Evelyn, but a really good rebound. And then Black does a really good job of finding 2 to 4 points every night where she just dribbles around until she finds herself open at the basket. And that was one of those opportunities tonight. So Schneckloff has the ball in the right wing. Flaherty, elbow shot. She's going to knock that down. At least I've only seen her play about 19 minutes of basketball this year, but she has made about 3 of those tonight. And that time the skip pass stolen by Osmond, and Schneckloff bringing the ball up the floor, trying to cut the lead back down to single digits again. And Kinkle from the elbow. That's long. Rebound by Ava Wolf. They're giving the elbow shot tonight, Coach. I mean, that's a lot of elbow shots that are just wide open, and Tri-Center's just not knocking them in. Skip pass to Spiegel. Back up to Black between the circles. Finley getting it into Wolf. Wolf going up and just a little long. Good move. Cleared herself from the trash. Just couldn't knock it in. Yeah, it just needs to be a little bit softer, but right move. She's probably used to a little bit more contact like she gets in the Hawkeye 10. And that pass was a little too tall for Osmond. It's stolen away. And Phillies, again, looking to run, but nothing there. Good job of getting back by Tri-Center. And they've got Wolf bracketed, so moving the basketball just like they're doing. And they're really doing a good job of fronting the post and then having someone on the backside. As Spiegel tried to knock another one down, she tries to hustle to get the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by a Doffenbaugh. And again, like you had mentioned,
midway through or kind of late in that first quarter, not getting that high post. We got two low block players, and that sometimes if they're going to play that flat line back with those three post players, it makes it really easy to defend those other two.
Yeah, there has to be some movement. It can't be just like man where you just post up. There's got to be some movement either side to side or high-low. And right now our post players are just kind of being stagnant, just standing on one side of the lane.
Wolf got the ball, got it back out. Black on the left wing, rattled in and out. Good rebound by Flaherty. Tri-Center again can knock this lead down to single digits. Good push ahead, but a little too long on the pass to Kinkle. I like the push ahead there from Thomas. We haven't seen Tri-Center run that much, but that time they really tried to, and then Kinkle just couldn't get her hands on it. But that, again, the possessions down here for the Phillies on their offensive ends just kind of stagnant right now. Rogers gets it back to Black at the top. 3-ball by Stevens. Off just long. Rebound by Doffenbaugh. And Thomas looking to push. Nothing there. Kinkle has it on the left wing. Getting the ball inside. Good face up. And I was going to say, probably couldn't see it from the home screen there, but looked like Green kind of just pulled the chair out from under Wingert there.
Yeah, she stayed put. And Wingert tried to come up with a move and used her pivot foot right into dragging it to a travel.
This time we get the high post look that we've been talking about, and you get a driving lane, a wild reverse shot. But, yeah, you're going to get, the near official saying that there was a tip on the ball, so it's going to stay with the Phillies. But this time we get that high post look, and Green gets the ball in the high post, and the opposite side wing, there you move the defense, it forces them to move, you get the driving lane.
Yeah, did a really good job of getting into that high post area and then facing the basket and then kicking it out to the opposite wing.
Stevens for three, no good. Rebound by Doffenbaugh, and Doffenbaugh, she's kind of been everywhere tonight. Her and Flaherty, they've done a really good job in their battling for the Trojans. And Wingert has the ball on the right wing, faces up again, nothing there. And Schneckloff has the ball going from right to left, now on the left wing, looking to drive, and gets the foul. She'll go to the line for two. Really good drive. Not a lot of help side defense there.
Yeah, they do a really good job of running that set piece where they're trying to dribble off to one side of the court and then coming from the low post up to the high post to get a cutter. It really moves all the defenders' eyes to where that cut is coming from, and they lose track of being on help defense on the girl that's driving to the basket.
And Schneckloff misses the front end there. She'll get a second shot here. 2:35 to go in the quarter. We had mentioned Shenandoah had only scored 7 in the second quarter. Well, they've only got 5 here in this quarter as Schneckloff misses the pair. Green with the rebound. And it's going to be the Phillies on offense looking to extend the lead. Rogers wide open. She's going to take that shot, and she misses just long. Good rebound by Green again, and she gets the foul call that time on her second offensive board of the possession. Really good effort in there by Lene Green, making her second start of the season.
Yeah, again, it's good that the Phillies are getting offensive rebounds. Now somebody just needs to finish either at the basket or at the free throw line.
So it's been not necessarily bad offense for both teams, but not a lot of shot making in this third quarter. 5-4 is the score in this third quarter as Green can't split the pair as that hit every part of the rim but didn't go down, and Doffenbaugh with the rebound. Again, I've said this 3 or 4 times in the last couple of minutes, but Tri-Center continually getting opportunities to chip this lead to within single digits, and this time they do as Thomas knocks a shot down from the right wing on an offensive rebound. Stevens has it on the right wing, looking to drive. She'll drive all the way through, gets it to Rogers in the corner, who fires up a 3, and that's just long. Stevens with the board. She's going to drive in. Good clear out by Lene Green, and Stevens knocks it down. So she gets the board. Lene Green does a good job of sealing, and then Stevens knocks it in. Tri-Center doing a good job that time of breaking that press. Thomas has the ball, gets it back to Schneckloff. Schneckloff with the pass over to Kilpack. Kilpack nearly lost it. Gets it back to Thomas. Thomas looking to drive, nothing there. Doffenbaugh, three-pointer, just short. On the line, but just short. Didn't have her legs in that shot. Rebound by Lene Green. She's got to have about 9. Good entry pass by Rogers, but got to finish that if you're Evelyn. And then we nearly got a foul right at the half-court line, and now Tri-Center looking to run. Thomas couldn't make the 5-footer, and we're just at a minute to go here in the third quarter, 31-20. Nice little float shot there by Cassidy Stevens, just missed, and Lene Green picks up the trash on the offensive glass. Lene Green's having a really good night on the boards.
Yeah, she's got 9 boards now, and 5 of them have come at the offensive end, so a really good night for her.
How many points does she have?
She has 6.
Okay. All right.
You can't say it because you still owe them an apology.
I know.
But she can
for
be
clarification purposes.
She can be put on the double watch.
Now you said it.
I know, so we'll both send a card.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. So Lene Green and company will get a break, and you've got a whole slew of new Phillies in the game with 34 seconds to go in the third quarter. 13-point lead for Shenandoah as they look to maybe kind of hold for that last shot, but you got a little man-to-man right now for Tri-Center, and that could spell disaster for post play, and there you go. Hard to play one-on-one against the bigs for the Phillies. And a wide-open 3 in the corner, no good. Backside rebound, last touched by Wolf, and it's going to stay with Tri-Center with 6 seconds to go. The little switch up of man-to-man defense, maybe realizing we're getting short on time, got to put some pressure on the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to have a hand up in the face of any shooters here.
And that's a little bit of a bailout call there as Kilpack's going to go to the line. You can't hardly blame 22 in white there. She's just standing straight up. The principle of verticality there was not broken, but they did get the foul call.
Yeah, not very good switching there. These girls have seen that play run over and over and over the last couple of years. We call it triangle. It's just the screener. They all know how to switch on that. Just not a very good defensive possession for the Phillies there, not understanding who they should be guarding.
So Kilpack misses the front end, trying to split the pair here, and she can't. And Wolf gets the rebound. 2 seconds on the clock. Long shot by Spiegel, nearly knocked in a half-court shot. That would have been a good one.
That would have been fun.
That would have been fun to call. We've got a 15-point lead here at the end of the third quarter, and Phillies trying to get their 3rd win in a row. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds.
Building your vision is what they help do at Miller Building Supply, Shenandoah. Once you've picked your project, comes the supply list. Miller Building Supply is a full-line lumberyard with electrical, plumbing, and hardware departments and all the tools needed to get the job done. Windows, doors, countertops, tub and shower units, kitchen and bath cabinets, and a fresh coat of paint. Yup, they have all that too. And if you have a question, they work hard to get you an answer. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. Don't just dream it. Build it.
Welcome back in. Start of the fourth quarter, 35-20, Coach. The offense kind of picked it up there at the end of that third quarter to stretch this lead.
Yeah, after a couple made baskets, obviously then the Phillies can start switching their defenses up, and then they were able to get into their 1-2-2 kind of three-quarter court press and maybe force the speed of the game to go up, but it definitely helps when the ball goes in the hoop. It really changes the defensive look for the Phillies. They can make those changes and make it harder on their opponent's offense.
So Tri-Center will have the ball to start quarter number 4, as it's like they're going to bring it up to the right wing here. Kinkle's got it right at the top, and it's blocked by Macy Finley. Good job recovery defense there by Macy Finley as they get the pass ahead to Finley. Skip pass over to Spiegel, wide open. Just short, but good box out there. That allows Wolf to get the rebound, and Wolf's going to go to the line for a pair, but Burdorf did a really good job of sealing her kid, which allowed Wolf to get that loose ball.
Yeah, it just helps when everybody gives a good effort in rebounding. It makes it easier for everybody if everybody blocks out or at least gives some effort, and then it might come down into your team's hands.
Wolf knocks down the front end of her 2-shot foul, so it was a 17-6 first quarter lead. I don't think the lead got over 15, in that first quarter. So this is the largest lead of the game right now for the Phillies, as splitting the pair is Wolf. Good rebound down there by Flaherty. Tri-Center going to have to pick up the pace a little bit, down by 16. They're going to have to start getting some buckets in a hurry as Kinkle shoots that elbow shot. It's been there all night, and she knocks it down. Trading 2 for 1 right now, as Chloe Denton brings the ball up the floor. She gets bumped by Kinkle, and it'll be 7:21 to go in the ball game. 14-point lead, and we're going to get a sub in the game as Brooklyn Black, the senior point guard, comes in. Get a little stack set here. And a long pass ahead to Spiegel. Spiegel lost the ball. Smart decision to pull the ball back. And then Wolf takes it in. Had some contact, but no foul called, but the possession stays with Shenandoah.
Yeah, good job. Good release there by Spiegel, and got her out in front. And then a good follow by Wolf. Just didn't get the shot up to the basket.
And we're going to have that 2-3 zone. Good bounce pass into Wolf. Really good find by the senior. She comes right into the game, does Brooklyn Black, and makes an immediate impact on that inbound play.
Yeah, she's a really good passer, and obviously she's been passing it to Ava Wolf for a long time.
Again, that elbow shot, it's been there, but the Phillies are more than happy to trade 2s for 2s. Spiegel brings the ball past the timeline, and we're going to get a carry call, which is a very odd call at this time. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, Spiegel obviously has been dribbling for the whole basketball game and for many years, and this official has seen us play before, and I don't think I've ever seen him call that. So an interesting call at that juncture in the contest.
We'll step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs, no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
We're back in to Shenandoah High School, Rexroth Court. Tri-Center gets the ball back after the turnover. Kinkle for 3 in the corner, just long. Good rebound by Black. That's 5 or 6 by my just remembering. You said she had 4 in the first half.
Right, she has now 6 defensive boards for Brooklyn Black.
I mean, that's very needed right now. And then a long pass ahead to Finley, stolen by Thomas. And Phillies, they have the lead right now, and 14 seems like a lot with 6:30 to go. But if Kinkle can knock down some of these shots, or any of these other Trojans can knock down some of these shots, this game gets a lot tighter in a hurry.
Right, it just seems like the Phillies sometimes get lost. I think they're actually playing like a 4-1 type of defense where they're leaving one girl completely unguarded, which is great as long as everybody rotates correctly.
We're going to get a little reach-in foul there on Tri-Center. That's their 5th foul, so something to kind of keep an eye on. A couple more fouls away from getting into the bonus. A game to maybe put away here at the free throw line in the last 6 minutes and change. Another really good attempt at a bounce pass, but they're going to say that ball bounced on the baseline. Coach, we're way up here, but your thoughts?
I don't have any on that.
Okay,
play.
We'll move on. So Tri-Center again trying to chip away, cut it to 12 or 11 as Thomas has it in the corner, knocked it in, and that's kind of that. I don't want to say it's a danger zone for the Phillies, but they gotta keep valuing the basketball here on this end and get some positive possessions. Don't want to give Tri-Center hope. Really good pass, but a reverse layup attempt by Finley. Maybe not the best offensive look for the Phillies on that possession. Thomas again, she just made one from there. Nearly made 2. That ball's tipped out of bounds off a Dauphinbaugh, and that's going to go back to the Phillies. Very fortunate to not give up a consecutive 3-pointers to Thomas there.
Yeah, again, I think we're continuing to play kind of this junk defense. where we're leaving one person open, but we're not rotating correctly. So something that they can definitely work on in the future for the Phillies.
So 5:27 to go, Coach. Phillies up by 11, but the feeling in here, as far as from the coaches, from the fans, from the kids' body language, it doesn't look like the Phillies are up by 11 right now.
Right, not playing with a ton of energy for sure. But again, you talked about not having school, non-conference game on a Monday night, big game, road game tomorrow night at Creston. All of those things, plus coming off of a weekend of snow where they didn't have practice on Friday. Just a lot of things tying together into this kind of half-hearted effort for the Phillies tonight.
And Wolf not able to get the ball in, so we're going to get a quick timeout. 5:14 to go. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Hayne, the real boss at Gowing Plumbing, but don't tell my mom and dad. I'd like to talk to you about tankless water heaters with endless hot water. If low energy bills and higher home values are important to you, you might consider a more efficient tankless water heater from Gowing Plumbing. Call 712-246-1803 and they can help you find the right system for you. Plus, Gowing Plumbing is the only one to call for issues with boiler heat. 24-hour on-call service from Gowing Plumbing. Tell them the boss sent you.
We're back into Shenandoah High School, Rexroth Court. Phillies back to inbounding the ball here. Hopefully they can get the ball in. Still in that 4 across set. See if we can't get some bailouts or some just better screening and moving here by the Phillies. As they do get the ball in to Black, much better job that time to set that screen and roll. But the ball nearly got stolen away by Kinkle. And fortunately, Ava Wolf was there to bail him out. And Black between the circles uses that ball screen, gets it to Spiegel. Probably wise not to take that shot. Gets the ball into Wolf. Wolf looking to make a move. No good. Rebound by Doffenbaugh, and then a foul's going to be called more than likely on Ava Wolf right there. But those are buckets you got to cash in on.
Yeah, she knows that she can make that shot for sure. It's just a matter of taking her time and squaring up and getting her eyes up on the glass to make that basket.
So Tri-Center again, chance to cut the lead to single digits. Kinkle has the ball in the right wing. Gets the ball to Doffenbaugh. Doffenbaugh for 3. That's way short. Flaherty saves it. Doffenbaugh has it back. Kinkle for 3 on the wing. Got it! Really good save by Flaherty. And now it's just an 8-point game, Coach. We talked about this a couple of minutes ago. You know, if the Phillies aren't careful, this can become a game again, and that's exactly what we've got as Flaherty gets called for the reach.
Yeah, really good job there by Spiegel to throw it into the senior leader Wolf, trying to get an easy look, reach over the top there. But that's the right look, trying to get the ball into your post player's hands right there.
So Rogers will check in for Burdorf. Black set to inbound the ball. Looks like we're going to get a man-to-man defense here out of this baseline out of bounds set here. And the ball gets into Wolf. Good entry pass, and Wolf pays it off back to a double-digit lead at 40-30.
Yeah, really good play. That's that triangle, screen the screener play that we messed up on defense down here. We run it on our offensive end and score.
So Doffenbaugh to Kinkle. Osman has it. And Osman can't get the roll. Rebound by Brooklyn Black again. She's got 100 of them tonight.
9.
Okay, I was a little off. 3:40 now to go in the ball game. Shenandoah up by 10. Just to keep value in the basketball. Wide open threes or wide open layups. And looks like they're running a dribble weave out top. We're going to get a ball screen. Nope, just a high post show by Wolf. And Wolf thought about the drive. And the pass into the corner. Back to Wolf. Wolf guarded by Osman, and they're going to get her for a double dribble. A disjointed possession once the ball got to the high post. Good dribble action up top, but then when the ball got to the high post, it's like everybody kind of forgot what to do.
Yeah, Wolf, that play, Wolf is supposed to catch the ball about the free throw line and then get a back screen to go one-on-one to the basket. She kind of caught it high, and then Rogers took a while to get up to her. And then by the time we got it back down to the post, everybody was kind of out of sync by then.
And a little backdoor pass attempt stolen off the hands of Doffenbaugh, stolen by Rogers. And Rogers throttled it down, got it to Spiegel, who gets it to Green. Green over the back on that one, a displacement call there. But again, those are those shots. It's not just an Ava Wolf thing or a Lene Green thing or anybody else. It's just kind of as a group, like put away time, you got to cash those in.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where Green caught it and just wanted to shoot it over the top versus maybe taking one hard power dribble and working her way closer to the basket for the easy look. Something she'll grow into here.
Sure, absolutely.
From her freshman year on.
Oh, and then we had a clock malfunction there. You'd mentioned that earlier. We're missing some regulars, so
we are.
They're going to re-inbound the ball. The last 15 seconds of game time never happened. We're going to hit that reverse button, and I think we're going to get it settled.
Start over.
I mean, to be fair, nothing really happened. Pass the ball a little bit. But take your time if you're the official. You don't want to hurt yourself there. Are we resetting the game clock?
Yeah, we're putting it back to 2:39. It's like an NFL game or something. Like, can you please put 2:39 back on the scoreboard?
Well, don't talk to Cowboys fans about that.
Yeah.
I'm not a Cowboys fan.
They wish they had one more second.
Yes,
right?
they do. Tri-Center down by 10 here. The cutting Doffenbaugh, and then the ball screen by Osmond. Kinkle, mid-range shot, no good. Doffenbaugh again. I don't know if her foot was on the line right there, but they called it. But if they didn't call that, it's going to be a loose ball again, won by Tri-Center.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just showing a little bit more hustle right now than the Phillies.
Green has the ball, gets the ball back up to Finley across the timeline. Finley thought about trying to make a move and score there, but wisely pulled the ball out. We're just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game as Rogers tried to get the ball in to Lene Green. They're going to call Osmond for the foul. We're going to have a 1-and-1 opportunity. Lene Green 0 for 2 from the line by my count. The Phillies as a group, really both sides, haven't been wonderful at the stripe. There hasn't been tons of free throws, but not a lot of makes at the charity stripe tonight.
Yeah, the Phillies just 1 of 6 right now going into this one.
What is that, 16%?
That's a small number.
2 for 7, that's 27.5%.
You work with numbers all day.
27.5%, Brody. It might be 28.5. It's right there. And splitting the pair is Lene Green, so 7 points for Lene Green right now.
Correct.
She just needs a 3, but I'm not going to say anything.
She's not shooting a 3.
2 minutes to go in the ball game. Thomas has the ball, gets stopped. Doffenbaugh has it, bringing it back up between the circles. And a little ball screen. Ball nearly stolen. It was stolen. Great play by the sophomore, Caroline Rogers. Just a pest defensively, and I mean that as nice as I can mean that. And Rogers trying to pay it off on this end. It's a long 3. Rebound by Green, and can't get it. Rebound again. Does put it down. So Green with 95 rebounds on the night and 9 points.
9 and 11.
Okay. Good for her. I'm not going to say anything. 43-30, 13-point lead with just over a minute to go. Thomas goes up, ball deflected out of bounds by Rogers. And I'll tell you, we've talked about it all year, and I'm sure anybody watching might get tired of hearing it, but she is a pest defensively. Her on the floor changes things dramatically.
Absolutely.
Flaherty has the ball. Nothing to do there. Thomas gets the ball back up to the top. We got a minute to go. Tri-Center's got to go. They got to push the tempo here as Finley tips the ball out of bounds.
Hey, I figured out why we're messing up on that screen play. They actually run it the opposite direction that we run it. So we know what the play is, but we think the screen's coming from the other side.
It's going to the left instead of to the right.
Yeah.
Thomas getting hounded there by Finley at the top. And Thomas probably got away with a walk there. Ball tipped away. Kinkle has the ball now, and it's tipped away again by Finley. So good hands by the sophomore. We've been loving up the defense of Rogers, but Finley's doing a good job here in this possession.
Yeah, absolutely. She does a really good job of getting that hand in, especially on the crossover dribble.
And Doffenbaugh has the ball back to the top. Again, got to go if you're Tri-Center. The ball stolen by Cassidy Stevens. Stevens probably content just to be patient here and try to get a layup or get to the foul line as Stevens, not knowing the situation, but there it is! The shot missed, but there is the double-double for Lene Green. Got it! All right. I was just a game off.
Yeah.
And ball stolen by Rogers, who goes coast to coast for the dunk. That's going to put a bow on top of this present right here for the Phillies, as it wasn't pretty all the time, but it was enough to get the win. 47-30. The Shenandoah Phillies win their third in a row and eighth on the season, which sets up, we'll talk about that later, but that sets up a pretty good contest coming up tomorrow night, as you had already mentioned. We're going to step aside while we tally up some final stats. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube live stream.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
This very moment, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon is on his way to a newly remodeled surgical suite where he'll scrub up and dress into infection-free equipment and begin a surgery to give his patient a replacement knee. With the help of a knowledgeable staff and the latest technology, he'll give this man hope for a normal life again without walking in pain. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back into Shenandoah High School Rexroth Court. Coach, 47-30, 17-point win. It was an 8-point game with 3 minutes to go, or 3 and some change. Phillies turned it on there at the end and like I said, put a bow on the gift that Tri-Center gave us, but we'll take the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, kind of a lackadaisical, stagnant kind of offense most of the night. Obviously, we got jumped out to the big lead early, which was nice, and then just kind of played even the rest of the way until the very end. But again, it's going to have to be a way higher effort tomorrow night with that road trip to Creston.
So let's give us some post-game stats. This is my favorite part of the night tonight.
We got a double-double. Lene Green finishes with 11 points, 12 rebounds. Excellent night for the freshman in her second start of the season. Wolf, she comes close. She finishes with 9.7 rebounds. A really nice night for her. Finley finishes with 8 points. Cassidy Stevens finishes with 7 points. Spiegel finishes with 6. And then Black, Rogers, and Denton all finish with 2. But a really good night from Black. She finishes with 9 rebounds and 4 assists from the point guard spot. Really good night for her. And then Rogers had 3 steals. Evelyn had 2 steals plus a push out for that layup for Denton, which was a really nice assist. And Stevens also finishes with 2 steals. So a good night all around. Just a game that the Phillies, hey, that's a good start to the week. Got a sweat going, but now it's a matter of building into that conference contest against Creston tomorrow night.
Yeah, you don't want to say revenge, but maybe redemption. And we'll get into that in our post game for the boys game. But yeah, really good night tonight for the Phillies on the scoreboard. They'll take it. They're never going to turn away any wins. So they moved to 8-6 on the year, and again 3 in a row, and winning record overall and winning record post break, and 3 consecutive wins. Really got to make them feel good, give them some confidence going into that game tomorrow night. But like I said, we'll get into that a little bit more later. We've got about 12 and a half minutes before the nightcap, the varsity boys game between the Tri-Center Trojans and your Shenandoah Mustangs. So we'll step aside. We'll go on silent mode for the next 12 minutes. We'll be back in about 12 minutes on the Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube live stream. All right, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Shenandoah High School, Rexroth Court. We got about 30 seconds here until the starting lineups are announced. On the floor, Coach, tonight, starting lineup, a little bit different, kind of like the girls' game. We have a little bit of issues on the maybe the sickness front, but we've got a little bit of a different lineup. You want to go over that with us?
Yeah, once again, Mustangs are being hit by illness a little bit too. Nolan Mount is here, but will play limited minutes. He has a mask on right now, and Gage Heron's homesick as well. So the starting lineups for your Mustangs: Jones, Gardner, they'll be the ones handling the ball. We'll see what they can do. And then Holmes, Foster, and Holben will be playing the front line. Just a matter of making sure we take care of the ball tonight. We are missing quite a few people that handle the ball for the Mustangs, and so that will be the telling story here in this contest.
So we're going to take a short break. We'll come right back, and we'll have some game action ready for you right back in 30 seconds.
Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Okay, we're back into Shenandoah High School, Rexroth Court. Coach, you had mentioned to me before we got going, you're going to see maybe a little bit of 1-3-1 out of Tri-Center. What do we know about the Trojans?
That they play some really good basketball in the WIC. I know you just said that they're only 7-6, but they play some high-quality competition for sure up there in the WIC. There's some really good teams in that conference. So this is a team that typically goes pretty deep into the postseason and then runs into a trainer, an HSTW type of team. And so they're well seasoned in terms of the game of basketball.
So Johnson got to steal for Tri-Center, and Carmen goes all the way to the basket on the left side, lays it in with his right hand. And again, that 1-3-1 zone causing some fits, getting hands up in the passing lane. And we get a little reach-in foul over there on Michael Turner for Tri-Center. You can definitely see early that the Trojans are going to be very aggressive on the defensive end, getting hands in passing lanes.
Yeah, they've got some big guys out there, long arms, and they work on this a lot. You see like 3 linemen out there as far as size-wise as the ball gets poked away, and that's going to be Turner with the lay-in, but the ball was poked away by Valadez, and a ball nearly stolen again. And this time it's going to be Holmes going into the basket, but they're going to call a clear-out foul there of displacement on the man-beast, Clayton Holben. Yeah, he was just working hard to try to clear that lane and got caught. Pretty obvious that he was trying to push him out of the way there. Right call by the officials.
Is that a situation where right idea, but just hold your ground instead of try to create more room?
Right, yeah. If he just holds it, Holmes had plenty of room to get all the way to the basket for sure.
So the ball was tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. Mustangs down by 4 early. Nice inbound play, and the shot just missed by Kent Elliott, and then the ball was off of Elliott. But again, you had mentioned this. 3 of those 5 cats out there for Tri-Center, they're big guys. I mean, not just tall. I mean, they're thick.
Yeah, very, very thick guys here on this side of the court for sure.
And Jones has the ball, trying to dribble inside. Ball gets stolen away. And again, Tri-Center going all the way to the basket. Valadez puts it in for 2. A good transition, defense to offense there. Johnson with the steal, gets the pass ahead, and then the easy lay-in on the other end. 6-0 quick for Tri-Center. They've got Foster in the corner, and he likes that shot. They need it. Bang! 3-pointer right in the corner, and that's that spot in a 1-3-1 zone that you could be vulnerable, and Tri-Center will probably take that every once in a while. We're going to get another layup by Valadez. That's 6 quick for him. And we're going to take a quick timeout just 2 minutes into the game. Coach Soderberg wants to talk it over. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Pay to spray. What did you say? Pay to spray. Custom application? Oh, input costs can get pretty high. I want to buy my own sprayer with automatic boom shut off and really big booms. Gotta love some big booms. The ag economy's down, but I'm bullish and my numbers are good. So what do you think? Let's make it happen.
The ride to your dreams is easier with the right partner. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen.
Welcome back in. We are set to rock and roll. It didn't take long for Nolan Mount to get checked into the game for the first time.
Yeah, definitely need a ball handler against this zone, but if the Mustangs can get it to that corner option, just like they did right there, go ahead and shoot that before the trap can get there. Otherwise, you have to dribble diagonally, like towards the elbow, to break the two guys that are coming at you.
You know, it kind of seems like, and it's not a knock at all on these kids, but it just seems like when we see a 1-3-1 zone, girls or boys, we have a little bit of trouble cracking that code.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that if you don't see it very often, that's why it works, right? And so if you don't get to practice against it very often, it's something that you don't see coming, and it leads to turnovers.
Turner with the steal again in the run out, and that's another easy bucket. The Trojans have scored all of their points in transition. There has not been a half-court set where they've made a bucket. Three-pointer by Foster, and again another run out for Tri-Center is Turner looking to push, and he goes all the way to the basket, coast to coast. That's 6 buckets and 6 transition buckets for Tri-Center as they're getting out quick. Lormer in the corner, skip pass, long skip pass, and stolen by Johnson, who's going all the way. And good play by Mount. Again, you got to wonder how much gas is in the tank of Nolan Mount, but good play of getting back and forcing a tough shot. And Lormer in the corner getting trapped. He's got to dribble. He could dribble out, but he gets it to Gardner on a skip pass, and Foster knocks it in. And we're going to get a whistle and maybe a delay of game.
Delay of game on Holben. But he's never been called for a delay of game in his life.
You can't stop him, though. You can only hope to contain him. As Holben is going to get a timeout here is Holmes. And Holmes was a game-time decision today. I don't know, battling a little bit of an injury.
Yeah, leg injury or hip injury. They're not sure exactly what it is. He's been fighting through it for about a week now, and it's good to see him out there on the court.
Turner has the ball up top, and he's just going all the way to the basket, and a nice feed down to Valadez, and it's 14-5. Valadez with 8 quick, and Turner, if I'm not mistaken, has got 6 quick. So those two have really done a really good job for Tri-Center. Foster in the corner, and that's kind of going to be the offense right now is those corner shots, if they can get them before that trap gets set. Tri-Center gets the ball to Turner. Johnson has it in the right corner. To get the ball to the high post. Elliott, a high-low pass to Valadez, and it's stolen away. They'll pass ahead to Mount, gets across the timeline. Mount to Gardner. Gardner, he'll shoot a long 3 just off to the side. Rebound in there by Carmen, and Tri-Center now slowing it up a little bit, trying to get a score in the half court here with just under 4 to go in the quarter. Johnson to Valadez. Valadez on the back cut to Turner, not there. Good hands. Good hands, and then the pass ahead to Holmes. Holmes, the turnaround lefty, and it goes. And that might be a good idea, and we'll talk about that when we come back. We'll be back in 30 seconds, but scoring in transition for the Mustangs may be a recipe for success. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
Welcome back in, 14-7 after the bucket by Holmes in transition. But before the break, I was talking about it. Maybe scoring in transition before that defense sets up might be a key piece for this Mustang team if they want to keep it close.
Yeah, for sure. It's either going to have to score from the corner, dribble drive to the elbow to beat the zone, or score in transition for the Mustangs tonight.
And Trojans with a little bit of a box set, trying to get it into Johnson. A huge size-wise mismatch as Johnson was getting guarded by Lormer. Lormer is a tough kid, and he's feisty, but Johnson's probably 250 and 6'2". Good wraparound pass, and Elliott makes it. That's a really good wraparound pass by Christian Dare, as it's now 16-7. Just really pretty offense right now for Tri-Center. That 1-3-1 Jones tried to get it inside, had Lormer in the corner, and now Turner's out running, and Turner got the ball deflected there by Mount, but I believe they're going to call a foul, and I believe that's going to be on Mount. Yes, it will be. So it's going to send Turner to the line to shoot a pair, but again, running out. Tri-Center's not playing around. They're trying to get out and go.
Yeah, without a doubt. They transition into their offense very, very quickly. On that time, it was a turnover, and then we thought about the turnover for a little bit too long before we decided to get back on defense. An easy run out for Tri-Center.
And Turner splits the pair, and Foster with the rebound. Mount looking to drive. And there you get it to Lormer in the corner. He'll shoot the three. Bang! That's what we missed on that previous possession. Getting Lormer in the corner, trying to get it inside. That's a long two by Woolhuter. And Woolhuter, I think it's Huter. Well, I don't know. Let us know in the chat. 19-10, and Lormer now has the ball in the corner. Good pass into Holmes. Easy bucket. The lefty Holmes makes it 19-12. We're getting up and down here a little bit the last couple possessions for both sides. And we know Tri-Center, just from watching, they want to go fast. Shenandoah is trying to keep pace. And Dare missed, and the rebound by Elliott on the backside missed. So Shenandoah has a chance to cut the lead. Probably a reach in there by Johnson, but no call. And the steal by Johnson. Turner has it. Pass over to the wing, three on the way, no good. Backside rebound by Dare, over to Elliott, stolen by Camden Lormer. So choppy, both sides here. We've had good offense, we've had choppy offense. We're in that choppy phase right now as we get a baseball pass, swing it into the corner. We had it again. I mean, you've been talking about that. Just swing it into the corner when you get that ball reversal because it's there. And that's too many bodies in there. Lormer's, if he watches that back, he's going to wish he swung it into the corner. Wild shot a little bit there by Johnson. Dare with the rebound and the follow. And we're 21-12. Tri-Center using some of that height, that big body athleticism to get the putback. Jones has it. He gets a tip ball by Dare, and that's going to be a run-out attempt by Dare. Dare with a little Euro step, maybe got away with a walk, but they're not going to give it to us, and it's going to be another quick timeout by Coach Soderberg with 53.5 to go in the first quarter. 23-12, Tri-Center out in front.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back in. 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. Coach, rough start turnover-wise for the Mustangs.
Yeah, obviously we have a game plan of where we want to get to it. Coach Soderberg has put our guys in the right positions. It's just a matter of getting the ball to where we want it to go. And then just not getting sloppy with it, understanding that as we move the ball around the court, see guys that are open, pass it to guys that are open. Don't try to make an extra special pass. Just make the easy pass and find the open looks that we're looking for.
So the second time out of the first quarter for Coach Soderberg And looks like Bo Gardner is back in the game, as is Clayton Holben. And Zach Foster is going to sit probably for only these last 50 seconds. He'll probably right back in to start the third quarter, or the second quarter, as Holmes gets it in the corner. Holmes nearly got trapped. Mount trying to dribble through. And the loose ball picked up by Lormer. Avoids the trap, gets it to Gardner. 30 seconds on the game clock. Nice pass between the legs there. Lormer, long two. And that's short, but good rebound on the backside. But Dare with the block. Holmes, right spot, right time, but just a good play by the defense. So it's 15 seconds and counting in the quarter. Looks like Turner and the Trojans may be content to hold for the final shot here. See if we get a good look. If you're the Trojans, get some action there at the high post. And that's going to go off of, looked like Tri-Center, but they're going to say it was off of Gardner. It's going to stay here as the shot from Carmen missed. Coach, your thoughts?
He pointed the wrong direction.
Okay. The lob pass to Valadez, and it missed, but the follow will go as Woolhuter knocked it in. I'm probably butchering that name, and I apologize to all the Tri-Center faithful that are watching tonight, but that's going to end the first quarter. 25-12 is the score. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs, no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Welcome back into Shenandoah High School Rexroth Court. 25-12, Mustangs down by 13 as we start quarter number 2. Coach, adjustments. I know you've kind of touched on it a little bit, but some adjustments for the Mustangs if they want to get back in this in the second quarter.
Definitely have to get back on defense. Can't give up transition buckets. It's one thing to turn it over, but quite another to turn it over that leads to an easy bucket on the other end. So get back, one, and then just continue to take the shots that we're getting that are open. Hopefully some of them can go down, and the Mustangs can fight their way back into this thing.
Tri-Center has the ball to start. Again, the Mustangs in that 2-3 zone that they've implored all year. Johnson in the corner. It's a line drive shot, missed. Rebound on the backside again by Camden Lormer. Lormer brings it up top. A lot of length guarding Camden Lormer, and he had some trouble there, and Valadez got the steal. Johnson picked up the loose ball back to Valadez, who takes it right to Camden Lormer, and he's going to get charged with a player control foul and a charge, and it's going to go the other way.
Yeah, that's a big dude running over one of our smaller dudes.
Well, and getting here in the trap on the wing here, you can't put yourself in that situation too. I mean, that's a lot of arms and legs coming at you when you're 5'6". There it was again, and Lormer trying to get rid of it, and he does this time to Gardner, and he's got Foster in the corner. He loves that shot. Bang! That's what they needed. Get it into the corner. Wide open shooter. If you can avoid the turnover at the top, there's shots to be had. Turner, a little pass fake. Johnson back on the wing. Back to Turner at the top. Carmen to Valadez. Back to the top. Good ball movement here. Carmen to Turner. Back to Carmen. Making the zone work is Tri-Center. Good job by Holben to stand his ground. A game ago, he got charged for a block in a situation very similar. Wasn't as big of a smash ahead, but really good job by the senior. As we're going to get, looks like a pushing foul or a body foul there on Holben, and it's going to be Bartlett checking in for the first time as Lormer's going to take a break. Couple 2-3 turnovers in a row there for Camden Lormer. Having some trouble here at the top with that length in that 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to pick it up when both guys are within a couple steps of you. Just a lot of long arms to take his passing angles away.
Elliott, free throw line jumper, knocked it in, and good ball movement in and out there, making that zone move with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Foster looking to drive baseline. He does, and nearly got it to go. That was a tough look, but good drive, and the Mustangs are going to get a little bit of a gift here as Tri-Center couldn't handle it in the backcourt. But again, good drive down here by Zach Foster.
Yeah, good take by him again. Don't let the double team get to you. Drive baseline or come angled at the elbow. One of those two spots is going to be open if you're not open for that wide open three to start the possession.
And a ball stolen away, but good hustle by the freshman Bartlett as he turned it over, but he hustled down like you had talked about. If you turn it over, it's one thing, but get back on defense. He did a good job there hustling to make it a half-court possession.
Right, just get back.
Corner three attempt for Johnson. Again, a line drive shot. Elliott with the follow and one, and that's going to be on Bartlett there. That'll be his first. And he's a fairly stout, compact kid, is Bartlett, but varsity basketball is a little different than JV basketball. If you're gonna reach in, you got to make it count.
Right, definitely going up against Elliott there for Tri-Center. He's just a bigger, stronger kid and was able to work through Bartlett to the basket.
Varsity bound doesn't give us any weights, but they give us heights, and Elliott is per varsity bound all of 6'4".
Probably look him up on their football roster.
Yeah, probably could. That's a lot of work, though.
Yeah, that's a couple more clicks.
Well, jump pass, and the ball was tipped away by Zach Murley, who checked into the game for the first time. It's going to be Shenandoah basketball in that kind of coffin corner there. Nobody likes to inbound the ball right there, but Mount gets it. Nice pass down to Holben. Can't hang on to it, but he did corral it, but couldn't put it through, and Elliott with the rebound. And now the skip pass into the corner to Johnson. Elliott back to Turner. Murley has it at the top. Turner thought about the three, not there. Gets it back into Elliott. Good job of defense there, but then nobody there on the skip. That going opposite. Johnson 0 for 4, 0 for 5 by my count, shooting threes. I think if you're Shenandoah, you'll probably let him shoot all day until he proves he can make them. I'm sure he can, but tonight he just has not.
Yeah, hasn't went in for him yet.
Shenandoah maybe a little more patient here offensively in this second quarter after the turnover bug, as Bartlett thought about the three, did a little dribble, and now Mount shoots a three, rattled in and out. Good fight on the glass by Holben, but he did step on the line. You could see it from up here. Really like to fight on the glass, but just unfortunate landing spot there by 52.
Yeah, he did a really good job fighting for that rebound, and just unfortunate, like you said, that not enough room on the court.
Well, the court can't contain him. Well, we've seen that. As Tri-Center again with the ball, good short corner play, and that's going to put Murley open in the corner. Nearly knocked it in. Good-looking shot there for Murley in the corner, as we mentioned, just kind of getting his first run of the night. And the lob ahead to Holmes. A lot of contact down there. We're not getting a lot of foul calls. Turner probably got away with a double dribble, but he'll make the shot. It looked like he put his offhand on the ball. A dribble before, but 32-15 is the score, 17-point lead, 4 minutes to go until halftime. As you've got the corners open, both sides, Foster's going to take that shot all day, and he's going to knock it down. Three ball, corner pocket, 32-18. Shenandoah just trying to keep pace right now, down by 14.
Yeah, Foster's keeping it close. He's got 10 already, hit 3 threes early in this ballgame.
Good little short corner again that just forces that defense to collapse. Now Turner for three. That's just off the right side, but good hustle by Murley to keep the possession alive for Tri-Center. Elliott, 6'4", in the short corner, knocked down that mid-range jumper. They're running that short corner play really well.
Yeah, and unlike when our girls run it, where we hope to be able to dribble drive on the baseline, he's just bigger and taller, and he can get that shot up with ease on the baseline.
Foster just long on the corner three, so Turner pushes it to Murley, and Murley gets it back to Turner between the circles as they skip the ball around. Again, that ball movement's been very good so far for Tri-Center. High post touch, and then an opposite shot from Murley. Pretty offense to watch here for Tri-Center right now.
Yeah, they do a really good job of not having to dribble the basketball. They move it without dribbling and find open looks by being patient with the basketball.
Mount with the drive, nice little step through. Mount gets his first bucket of the night, 37-20. If Shenandoah can avoid that turnover bug, which we've talked about so far kind of ad nauseum tonight, but it's important, they're getting good looks if they can avoid that turnover bug, as Mount nearly comes up with the steal, but Murley picks it up, and Woolhouder gets the ball right in the middle, and he'll shoot that mid-range jumper and knock it in. 39-20, Shenandoah down by 19 with 2 minutes to go in the half. Mount skips it over to Gardner, back to Mount. And that's a kick ball by Elliott. And we're going to get subs in the ball game as Mitchell Jones and Lormer come into the game. I want to say maybe a little more shooting, because I'm sure Gardner and Bartlett can shoot it, but they may not be as willing to fire it up. With Lormer and Jones in there, they're not necessarily afraid to shoot that ball in the corner. Coach, your thoughts? Good pump fake by Mount, and it's going to go. Mount didn't score the whole first quarter and a half, and now he's got 4 quick points with a chance to make it an and one here at the three-point play at the free throw line.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's probably played more minutes than maybe he wanted to tonight already, but doing a good job of coming in and helping facilitate the offense, and then has made a couple big baskets here in the second quarter.
Mount just off to the right on his free throw, so still a 17-point lead. Turner bringing the ball up the floor for Tri-Center, gets it into the corner to Carmen, and getting bumped a little bit, but he keeps the ball. Turner back to Carmen. Carmen gets the ball down into the corner to Dare, and then wild shot, maybe some contact, but no foul called, so we're going to play on. Not a lot of whistles in this boys' ball game. Foster gets it into the corner. 2 Mustangs there. It's probably not a recipe for success, and Jones just fortunate to get the ball to the correct colored jersey. Jones, nice dribble drive, but couldn't finish. Is Johnson there, and there's Turner again out in front, and good hustle by Mount, and then the follow by Dare. Mount giving a lot of effort, and again, like you said, maybe more minutes than he wanted to play, or he was expected to play, but he's given everything he's got.
Yeah, you always are going to get that from him. He's always going to give a great effort. Tonight, just coming off this illness, though, was maybe a little bit more than he wants.
Yeah, and it's going to be a turnover there, and that's been a common theme here in this first half. We always kind of talk about the pace of play, and you've always talked about how the Mustangs, just by watching them, may be a little more comfortable in the 30s and the 40s. Clearly, Tri-Center is not comfortable there. They're comfortable in the 60s and 70s, and this game is clearly at their pace.
Absolutely.
That wasn't like an amazing analysis there.
It was really good, and I'm glad you really listened to me.
I always listen.
I really try to listen to you, and it's showing that we have some mutual respect for each other in terms of listening skills while we're up here.
Mm-hmm. I just think some of the harebrained things that I say, you're starting to see that they're not super crazy. Some of them.
Some.
We got the left-handed thing, the backside rebound, I'm sure there's others. Turner going to hold for the last shot. There's 15 seconds right now until halftime. Looks like we're going to get a ball screen, but Turner rejects the ball screen, and then we're going to get a body check at the three-point line by Bartlett. That'll be his second, and that'll be a sideline out of bounds. Not a terrible foul. There you have a couple fouls to give. Maybe gets Tri-Center out of their set. And good pass, and another good pass. Nearly got the finish, and that'll end the half as the Mustangs help Nolan Mount up off of the deck, and it's 41-22 halftime here in Shenandoah. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Kane, the real boss at Gowing Plumbing, but don't tell my mom and dad. I'd like to talk to you about tankless water heaters with endless hot water. If low energy bills and higher home values are important to you, you might consider a more efficient tankless water heater from Gowing Plumbing. Call 712-246-1803 and they can help you find the right system for you. Plus, Gowing Plumbing is the only one to call for issues with boiler heat. 24-hour on-call service from Gowing Plumbing. Tell them the boss sent you.
Building your vision is what they help do at Miller Building Supply, Shenandoah. Once you've picked your project, comes the supply list. Miller Building Supply is a full-line lumberyard with electrical, plumbing, and hardware departments and all the tools needed to get the job done. Windows, doors, countertops, tub and shower units, kitchen and bath cabinets, and a fresh coat of paint. Yup, they have all that too. And if you have a question, they work hard to get you an answer. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. Don't just dream it. Build it.
Pella Corporation in Shenandoah is growing. Pella is a family-owned company and has a strong heritage that started in 1925. Pella offers a strong benefit package, competitive wages, quarterly bonuses, profit sharing, and more. Pella has a decreased overtime schedule. You'll never work on Sundays, and you will have at least 2 Saturdays off each month to spend more time with your family. Go to careers.pella.com to see what jobs are available and apply today. Experience is not necessary, as Pella will provide training. Pella is an equal opportunity employer. Sorensen Auto Plaza in Shenandoah has been here over 25 years, and they specialize in financing. Buy here, pay here. At Sorensen Auto Plaza, they finance all credit types. Bad credit, no problem. Visit SorensenAutoplaza.com to apply for financing, and stop by and visit us on Sheridan Avenue. Sorensen Auto Plaza, proud to support this Shenandoah live stream.
Okay, welcome back into halftime. The boys down 41-22. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by freshman Lene Green. Lene, thanks for joining me.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah, speak up a little bit, just a little bit there. So, really big night for you, and I first want to apologize because the last basketball game before the game, I don't know if you watch the feeds, you probably don't, but I picked you to have a double-double in the last game. And that might have been the worst game that you've played this year. So I apologize. That's my fault. So tell mom, dad, whole family, that's on me. We said nothing tonight until about the third quarter when you had 6 and 9, 6 points, 9 boards. You picked up double-double, 11 points, 12 boards. Pretty good night for you in your second start.
Yep, pretty good night. Yep.
So what worked for you tonight that maybe didn't work so well in the previous game?
Rebounding's, I guess it doesn't come easy, but being taller, being able to work down low, that's really, I like that, I guess. Rebounding and putting the ball right back up, keeping the ball high, that works. When the wings drive in and they take up shots, I mean, they put them up a lot, and that helps us. And I can work down low and get a lot of shots up.
So tomorrow night, big game, maybe a redemption game from the last time we played Creston. What are maybe some of the keys that we will need to fix going into tomorrow night against Creston?
Yeah, really big game. We work on slowing certain players down, stopping the driving in the middle, and like fronting up in the post spot, and working on the backside.
Awesome. Well, 3 in a row here, the last 3 ball games, 3 in a row. You got a lot of momentum. The guards are starting to knock down some shots, so that's always good. It's not all on the post players right now to score, so it's been a little bit more balanced right now so far. How's your freshman year going so far? Is it a lot of fun?
Yes, a lot of fun.
Well, we're happy to have you. Congratulations on your wonderful night, and hopefully it continues and you guys bring home a W tomorrow.
Yep, thank you.
All right, thanks, Lene. Awesome job. We're going to step aside for another 30 seconds, and we'll be right back with Mr. Burdorf on the Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube live stream.
Good job.
United Group Insurance is a team of people you know and people you trust. We offer home, auto, farm, crop, life, health, and commercial insurance from our convenient offices in Atlantic, Griswold, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents work together to make sure our customers find an insurance policy they feel great about. We offer a variety of insurance carriers, so you can choose what works for your coverage needs. Learn more at United Group INS.
Welcome back into the halftime. Coach, we got about 5 minutes and change here until we start the second half. Give us a quick rundown of the halftime stats.
Yeah, Foster finishes the first half with 11 points. He's 3 of 6 from distance, so really good start for him. Obviously, he's going to be open, especially in the corners against this 1-3-1 defense by Tri-Center. So knocking down some of those threes. Really good for him. Mount finishes with 4 points in the first half, along with Holmes has 4 points. And then Camden Lorimer's hit a 3 to give him 3 points. Foster four defensive rebounds, but the biggest story is really the turnovers and transition baskets for Tri-Center. That's the part that has to be cleaned up for the Mustangs here in the second half.
So we're going to step aside. We are right at 5 minutes until we start the third quarter. We'll be right back on the Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube live stream to start the third quarter here in Shenandoah. Welcome back into halftime. About a minute and a half to go until the start of the second half. Back by popular demand, we have the halftime joke of the night brought to you by, again, Rachel Jones. Rachel, thanks for coming back.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Okay. Okay, give us your joke. Let's see what you got.
All right. Why aren't basketball players allowed to go on vacation?
Why aren't basketball players allowed to go on vacation? Rachel, I don't know.
Because they're not allowed to travel.
See, that's a good one. That's a good one. Wonderful joke. Rachel, thank you very much. Coach, did you know that one before she said it?
I did not. That was really good.
Quality joke.
I do love that they're so willing and anxious
yes.
and eager to add something to our contests.
They hear us up here
great.
every night talking nonsense, so they feel like they can throw in jokes, and they're better than us.
Right. They're just part of the comedy act that is the TJ and Aaron basketball show.
But we have a lot of fun doing it. So, Rachel, thank you. And, again, thank you to Lene Green for coming up here and spending some time with us and talking about her big night and then the night tomorrow night. Coach, we're just about set to start this third quarter, down by 19. Game plan here for the Mustangs, kind of similar to what we've talked about all night?
Yeah, attack the zone, find an open look in the corner, take care of the basketball, and things will go okay.
Yeah, that's a steal again, and then Turner with the run out, maybe walked and got away with it. Valadez maybe got fouled, so there's a lot of maybes on that on that transition play there. But end result, it's Trojan ball.
Yeah.
And we get a bucket right away by Valadez, knocks it in. So Valadez and Turner, kind of a two-headed monster. We didn't really know who was going to come out and play and put up the points for the Trojans, but after the first couple of minutes, it was pretty easy to keep track of their points.
Yeah, absolutely. Valdez already has 10, and Turner has 9.
And Valadez met at the apex, and then Turner met at the apex, 2 consecutive blocks, and Mustangs getting back a little better on defense, maybe going to force the Trojans to play a little more half-court offense here in this third quarter. But we got a quick timeout, maybe saved a turnover right there, Coach Soderberg there. Probably a wise timeout. We'll stay right here. We didn't have a lot of time during the half to kind of discuss what are some things. We know easily that Tri-Center's out to the big lead right now because they're getting out and running. But for the Mustangs, is it just as simple as getting the ball into the corner?
No.
No, okay. So maybe let's kind of give the folks, the millions at home, maybe kind of an insight of how to do that, how to get it there to avoid these turnovers at the top.
Yeah, the Mustangs have actually done it quite a few times tonight. They get the ball reversal, right, and then they kick it to the corner. Or there's somebody coming into that high post area that's also able to feed out to the corner. So there's a couple different ways that you can get it down there, and it's a matter of drawing 2 defenders to you so that person will be open in the corner.
And I think what happens sometimes in a 1-3-1 is you fall in love too much with that fool's gold. You think that diagonal pass from the top to the block is going to be open when in reality, like you said, make that pass to the other wing, get it to the corner. Those straight line passes, because passes like that's tough in a 1-3-1. As Turner takes it to the basket, can't finish, rebound by Mount. Mount, again, playing a lot more minutes than probably he anticipated. He goes to the basket, gets it blocked by Carmen. But again, making those straight line passes, getting it to the corner instead of, diagonal passes are great in a 1-3-1 once the defense moves, but you got to get them to move first.
Right. It can't be a time where the ball has become stationary for a long period of time.
Or you could just do that, dribble drive, force some defensive help, and then the dump down to Holmes. Really nice play by Mount to Holmes on that drive.
Holmes with his 6th point of the night did a really good job there of staying down low.
Good read by Foster on the bottom of that 2-3 zone. He's going up and he can't finish, but there's Mount again. Mount's not playing like he's 6 or recovering from his illness. And Foster in the corner, no good. Rebound by Valadez, who nearly walked but got rid of it to Elliott. And Tri-Center maybe trying to slow things down a little bit. It's been pretty up and down and wild the last probably 3-4 possessions. Johnson in the corner. He'll shoot and in and out. That line drive, he's got a decent stroke, but it's flat tonight. And Mount can't finish. Really good double clutch on the shot there to avoid the block, but just couldn't finish.
Yeah, got all the way to the basket, just didn't finish, but a really good take in transition, again, trying to play a little bit faster, and so it doesn't give the Trojans time to set up in that 1-3-1.
Carmen tried to get it into Valadez, gets the skip to Johnson, back to Elliott. The high-low was tipped and probably had some contact at the top. Valadez gets it blocked by Foster, so we'll count that as a block. And Valadez rips it away, and again, just sloppy, choppy back and forth, both sides kind of getting a little bit chippy out there, it looks like. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's pretty clear that we're not going to get very many fouls And so it's just a matter of playing kind of this kind of sloppy street.
Rugby scrum.
Yeah. It doesn't look pretty, that's for sure.
And we're going to get a timeout, this time by Tri-Center, as their coach may be trying to settle them down a little bit. 19-point lead, no need to go out of control. So we'll step aside and take a break with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Welcome back in. 4:43 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs down by 19. Tri-Center with the ball. Turner gets the ball in. And maybe looks like a little bit of a different defense here for Shenandoah. Instead of that 2-3, maybe more of like a 3-2 look, Coach?
Yeah, just something different coming out of a timeout.
So, again, let's put the coach's hat on as Dare gets the ball on the baseline and nearly lost it. It's going to be off of Shenandoah. But let's put the coach's hat on here for the folks at home. Advantages or disadvantages from going from a 2-3 to a 3-2. What are we taking away maybe in a 3-2 as opposed to a 2-3?
I guess taking away dribble drive opportunities a little bit. And then obviously taking away the 3-point opportunities. But the way the Trojans move the ball, really, it's just a matter of just giving them a different look.
Sure.
So they have to think a little bit before they can get really settled into their offense.
And Turner missed everything on that shot. He's played a good game, so we'll give him a pass on that one. And the Mustangs have it again. Skip back in the corner. Lormer tried to save it, but he stepped on the baseline. That's a tough pass for Lormer to handle there. Gardner on that situation maybe just that little float shot there from about 8 foot.
Yeah, just go ahead and shoot it there as you go to the basket. I like the idea, though. We are trying to kick it out to the corner for threes.
Yep.
That's okay. That's how we're beating the zone. And so, right idea, just didn't connect.
Turner in the corner, passed up the three, skip pass, and there's Gardner. Tried to get it to Johnson here on this near side, and Gardner wisely that time kind of held up, waited for Holben. As that's a little change that they made as Turner gets called for a over the back or a reach or whatever you want to call it there on Holmes. But a little bit of a change we've seen maybe coming out of the locker room. We get that ball screen right at the top, screening that zone. We talked about it in the girls' game. Would you screen the zone? They're having trouble at the top, so screening this zone maybe opens things up for the dribbler.
Yeah, again, it just kind of changes where your offense flows to. It's a matter of how are we going to get it to the same shot. I mean, ultimately, the ball is going to get to the corner for three, and so it's just a matter of how we're going to get it there.
If you haven't noticed, I'm a very big fan of screening the zone. Zones, especially high school zones, from my experience, they don't expect that. They don't know what to do when you screen the zone. There's not a lot of help defense in a zone when you get screened, so it's always beneficial from the way I see it, just to screen it every once in a while. As we're trading turnovers here back and forth, that's been a common theme here in the last quarter and a half, just back and forth. Shenandoah turned it over, and Tri-Center turned it over right back. Just kind of sloppy the last 5 or 6 minutes, Coach.
Yeah, not a lot of points on the board. It's, 2-2 here with just under 3 minutes left to go in this quarter.
And that's a good job by Foster, understanding he still had his dribble, didn't panic in there while he was getting trapped, and he was able to fight out of it, and possession stays with Shenandoah as now they're skipping the ball, but they got to keep moving it against this 1-3-1, which is hard at times. You just got to keep moving it. And Lormer with that mid-range shot, contact at the top, but no foul called. And there's Holben just barreling through Turner. No foul called there. The man beast, he says, you're not getting a layup this time, Turner. Good hustle back, and probably fortunate not to get another foul call.
Yeah, Holben did a really good job of getting back on defense, and if we're going to allow them to play physical, go ahead and use your body to your advantage, right?
I told Coach Soderberg today, as he was texting me the starting lineup, that he called him Hemi, and I was like, I don't know who that is. I said, who is that? And he told me, and I said, oh, at least I'm not the only one that doesn't call him by his real name, because I call him anything but his real name. I said, my favorite is the Man Beast. He had never heard that, so maybe that'll stick. I don't know, but Hemi's good too. I like that.
Yeah, he's been known as Hemi for a long time.
So probably won't stick then. Fair enough.
Probably not.
That's fair. Holmes makes a nice free throw line jumper. That's 8 for Holmes tonight.
8.
Good for him. He
Really
played a good game.
Yeah, really good night for him.
So Mitchell Jones back in the game. He's checked back in. He did not start this third quarter. He had a little bit of turnover bug there in that first half. Maybe sitting him a little bit, kind of just settle down a little bit.
Yeah, just be able to see it, watch it, and see how your teammates break the zone a little bit, and then be able to take care of it when you're in the game.
Jones gets bumped by Dare, and he gets it back to Mount, who gets it in the corner to Lorimer, who gets bumped there by Johnson. It's like getting bumped by Holmes, or not Holmes, Holben. I can't even call him by his real name because I just call him the Man Beast. If you get bumped by Johnson, it's just like getting bumped by Clayton Holben. They're so massive, the inertia that they have. That's a big word. That'll knock you over. As Turner goes in for the fast break layup, fouled by Jones, as it'll send Turner to the line. But I wasn't a science teacher, never was, never claimed to be, but inertia means something, I think.
Brody?
Matters. Brody, what is inertia?
Thanks.
All right.
He hasn't covered it yet.
If you're in the YouTube chat, give us a definition. Brody will look it up. I feel like inertia is the correct word.
Brody doesn't even know what letter it starts with.
What letter, Brody? He said I. He is correct. That's good. We got it. That kid's smart. And we're back to basketball with a minute to go in the third quarter. Turner has the ball.
Razzing a guy that doesn't have a microphone.
He can't fight back. And the 3-ball goes from Woolhooter. And that's the first bucket in quite a while for Tri-Center, as the Mustangs have done a better job defensively, but also Tri-Center a little sloppier here in this third quarter. As talking of the sloppiness, Elliott gets the steal and the run out, and a nice little pass behind to Turner, who runs the floor as good as anybody we've seen all year.
Yeah, again, when the Trojans get out in that transition, they do a really good job of getting to the basket and finishing for sure.
Jones in the corner, gets it to Mount. Mount tried to dribble through 2 defenders, and he'll throw it away. And it was picked up by Turner, who again tries to save it, and he does save it. And back into the corner to Turner with 7 seconds on the clock for the quarter. Turner trying to find something to do with it. He drives into the lane, and he's going to knock it in at the buzzer. Our cameraman says he walked, but they didn't call it, so 26-50, a 24-point lead for Tri-Center, as they have just expanded their lead. And we're going to step aside. We'll be back in 30 seconds for the start of quarter number 4.
Pay to spray. What did you say? Pay to spray. Custom application? Oh, input costs can get pretty high. I want to buy my own sprayer with automatic boom shut off and really big booms. Gotta love some big booms. The ag economy's down, but I'm bullish and my numbers are good. So what do you think? Let's make it happen.
The ride to your dreams is easier with the right partner. Bank Iowa. Let's make it happen.
I got it. Welcome back. It's 51-26. The scoreboard guy missed a point. I'll have a talk with him. Coach, what do you got for us?
Inertia, a tendency to do nothing or to remain unchanged. I don't think that's the one we're looking for.
That's not the definition we want.
A property of matter by which it continues in its existing state or rest or uniform motion in a straight line.
So I feel like I used the proper science term.
I think so.
Because he has so much inertia that whatever's in his path, he's just going to knock it over.
Knock it over.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. That's a win for this guy. I
going
messed
in a
up on the
straight
double-double stuff, but
it's really not about the knocking over. It's the matter of the continuing in a straight line.
nothing's going to stop him.
That's right.
And Gardner now gets it into the man beast, and the man beast puts it in and one. Clayton Holben, nice little feed from Gardner, and that's when you get the diagonal pass in the 1-3-1. When you move the defense, they scrambled, almost turned it over, but then you get the dump down for the N1. Coach, your thoughts?
Yeah, that was a really good job. We got the Trojans moving and out of the way, and then end up with Holben being open and finishing at the basket.
That's one of my favorite things during these broadcasts is when I'm expecting something out of you and I don't get anything. I just coach your thoughts. It just that's one of my favorites.
Sometimes I get crowd watching, and so that's my bad.
You're fine. Murley missed the shot and the rebound by Mount. And tried to pass it ahead to Holben, who ran the floor well, but Murley on the back end got his hand in there. It was off of Holben going the other way. You don't have to say anything on that one if you want to.
Thanks.
Yep. 51-28 is the score. Turner gets the ball to Murley. Murley gets the ball back into Elliott. And, again, just good ball movement. The first minute of this fourth quarter offensively already kind of looks better than Tri-Center looked in the third quarter. And then there you go. There's my jinx. I feel like I need to say that for other teams a lot because I jinxed them there. Murley lays it in. Good feed from Turner. 53-28. 6:30 to go in the ball game. As Shenandoah still trying to kind of figure out this 1-3-1. And Bartlett gets it in the corner, tried that diagonal pass, which we kind of talked about. It's kind of a tough thing to do. Bartlett on the move. He's going to take it up and expecting contact. Didn't get any, but the senior Foster there to lay it in. 53-30 now. Shenandoah, a nice little transition play there.
Yeah, good job of getting it down the court. Bartlett attacked the basket, and then Foster there to clean it up.
I almost said it.
I had you.
I was really close there. We're going to get, looks like, an off of Elliott there. So good hustle by Shenandoah. We've said that, and we'll say it all year because they always play hard. And the scoreboard doesn't reflect the effort that they're putting in. Down by 23. They're going to fight till the last minute, and you got Holben on the floor down by 23. 90 feet away from his own basket and just gets a turnover.
Yeah, again, we haven't faulted effort all season long. It's just a matter of sometimes X's and O's don't go our way or shots don't fall. But overall, you can't fault the effort by the Mustangs on any given night, and especially not tonight.
That's a tough pass. That fool's gold we talked about, it makes you that 1-3-1 makes it look like that's open from the wing to the post. And that's generally what happens unless it's a really good pass or a really good seal.
Right, they're able to keep space and then dive in when you try to make those bounce passes through that area.
And Murley nearly loses the ball. Gets fouled at least 5 times over there by Bartlett and Holben. They'll get the call, and Tri-Center will maintain possession, and they that's the second time they've put him in that coffin corner over there for really no reason. I back when I was an official, it was a long time ago, they always instructed us not to do that, if at all possible. Is that still the same?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have to do that. They could have put him up more towards the half-court line, like the elbow.
Like free throw line extended.
Yeah,
type thing.
That's a good drive in there for Tri-Center as they knock down the 2-point shot. Good left-handed layup. And it's going to be Lormer getting the ball to Bartlett. Bartlett dribbling from right to left. Nearly got it stolen and gets the ball back to Lormer, who gets fouled with the body by Carmen there, a long ways away from the basket. Up by 25. That's one of those fouls that it may not matter tonight, but in those close games in the WIC or as we get to tournament time, you definitely don't want to be making those plays.
Right, for sure. And And although Tri-Center continues to extend their defense out, they're definitely not trapping as hard as they were in the first half. They're just trying to slow the pace of the game down by being in the way.
And Bartlett had Foster in the corner, and there's your skip pass from corner to wing, and Lormer knocks it down.
His second of the night, so he's got 6. Really nice assist there by Foster on that skip pass.
And really, that's kind of where that diagonal would come from, kind of opposite of what you'd think. Not really from top to bottom, but from bottom to top. When that defense has to rotate down, that's when you're going to get that cross-court pass or that diagonal. That was a really good look. You're right. Good drive by the freshman, just no good. It didn't hit anything, so that probably should have been a travel.
No, you can't travel on a shot.
It wasn't a shot.
He shot it over the rim.
I think it was an oop to Holben.
Oh.
I think it was. We'll watch it back. Well, I'll watch it back. Brody, your thoughts? No? He's got nothing. That's another good shot by Lormer. I think he's got 9.
He's got 9. He's 3 for 4 from deep.
We got anybody on double-double watch with the last 3:30 to go?
Foster needs 3.
Because he's there in points.
He needs 3 rebounds.
Yeah, he's there in points.
Yeah,
just needs to get there on the rebounds. Or he needs like 8 blocks.
Or 7 steals.
Well, he almost had one right there. Nice move by Elliott. That's a really strong move by Elliott. 6'4". I mean, he's all of 225. I mean, it's a big kid.
He's more than 225.
I said he's all of 225. I didn't say he was at least. Oh, no. That's probably the same thing as what I said.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was at maximum 225. He was all of 225.
I would say, probably closer to 235, 240.
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
I said 225.
I don't know how many points. I don't know how many points he has, but he has 2 flexes on the night.
Okay. So I said he was all of 225, and you're having kittens over here, and then you say he's 235. That's 10 pounds.
Hey, 10 pounds to me is like
give me a
lot.
Give me
that's
a break.
A lot. That's a lot of chocolate chip cookies that I can't have on over the holidays.
That's coming from the guy. That's coming from the guy who didn't like my bank is open today joke. Good night. We're under 3 minutes to play in the ball game. The three-point play, the old-fashioned way, was converted there by Elliott. Jones nearly traveled. Bartlett with the 3, no good, short. Rebound by Dare, and there's again Holben caught in a really bad spot there. Got the steal, but was way under the hoop there for that attempted shot. Turner gets it into Elliott. That's a good find, and Elliott. He might have a million now. I mean, but it's been a very steady million that he's scored tonight. He's been all over the place, but steady.
Yeah, the one guy that I didn't keep track of his points on tonight, and he's for sure in double digits, and probably has close to 10 rebounds tonight too. And he's played a really solid game, whether he's floating around at the free throw line or down on the baseline. He's had a really solid night.
Can't coach 235
or 45 or 50 or whatever he weighs.
It's like
Brody, can you look it up on Varsity Bound and see what he weighed during football season?
That's, all right. That's fair. That's fine. Mitchell Jones kicks it out to Zwickel, who's checked in for the first time, rattles in and out, and there's Dalton Athan in for the first time, as is George Martin. So getting some of the reserves in the ball game for the first time for both sides. Athan dribbles to the left, doesn't get it. Jones corrals the loose ball. Zwickel again, this time in the corner, short, and rebound by Athan. Athan has got that backside rebound thing. We've talked about it since he's come up to the varsity level. He's got that backside rebound thing down.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten to talk about him much tonight because I think he just showed up. He's been bowling, and the bowlers just got here. Those dual sport athletes have their primary sports, and tonight it just happened to be that Athan was at bowling, but coming in and contributing right away as he comes into the contest.
2 sports stars. We just grow them. We grow them over here. Nice find in there, and then a good backside rebound again. 3 ball on the way, missed by Landon Wilson. The fight for the rebound won by Bartlett, and we are moving up the floor with 1:10 to go in the ball game. Bartlett takes it up, rebound by Ethan, and he'll go to the line. That kid is relentless on the glass.
He has done a really good job.
What has he got, 5 rebounds in like 45 seconds?
3.
All right. Is that like 225 and 235? Like it's pretty much the same thing?
Same.
All right.
Close. I think the kids say same difference or something
I
like
don't
that.
know.
I don't even know what that means.
I'm not hip with the lingo. What do you got, Brody? We're checking out some stuff, and it's going to be.
He hasn't figured out what
it's
class
going to be
Tri-Center's in.
earth-shattering, folks. Once we reveal what we're about to reveal, as Ethan splits the pair, or excuse me, makes them both rather. So 38-60 with right at a minute to go in the ball game. Murley, little pump fake, gets the ball back to the top, and then a little bit of a high pass off of the hands of his teammate there. And again, that was Woolhooter. I'm just butchering that name, and I apologize all night. But he'll check out for the evening, so I won't have to say his name anymore, but he played a good game. 53 seconds to go. Shenandoah with the ball. Up 38-60.
250.
So he
weighed in.
So he was at
during
least
football.
225. Correct?
Yes.
So he was probably 225.
More than
You know how Varsity Bound works. You always make him an inch or two taller, and you always make him about 15, 20 pounds heavier.
No.
That's what they always do.
They're not adding. If Brody got to add 15 pounds, he'd be in triple digits.
No, stop it. Bartlett, as we were discussing how much Elliott weighs for Tri-Center, clearly I was right. He weighs 225. As Varsity Bound put him at 250. So that's 25 pounds. That's standard coaching procedure. Ask Coach Ratliff what he does. Ask him. Because I guarantee he's going up.
He looks bigger on TV.
He does. He really does. Like The Rock. No, he's a big guy.
That is big.
He's listening right now. I don't know if you knew that. Really? He's one of the millions. He was in our YouTube chat earlier.
Sweet.
15 seconds to go in the ball game. Tipped pass picked up by, that looks like that's Landon Wilson in the corner. Gets the ball into the post, and it's going to be Sko with the ball. Gets it to the high post. Shot missed. 1 second to go, and that's going to do it. As Mitchell Jones' shot did not count because it was after the buzzer. So that's going to finish things up 60-38. We'll step aside as Coach Burdorf writes down the definition of inertia and then tallies some stats. And we'll be back in 60 seconds on the Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube live stream.
Inch of your body puts pressure on one place, your feet. So give your feet everything they could ask for by walking in to Brown Shoe Fit Shenandoah. Shoes for every occasion, boots for any situation, and above all, the right fit for you. After all, Brown Shoe Fit has been fitting feet for over 100 years. The only downside, so many shoes to choose from and only 2 feet. Great service, great selection, a great fit every time at Brown Shoe Fit, downtown Shenandoah.
13, 23.
Heritage Bank is proud to be a locally owned community bank. We have been committed to our community and meeting the financial needs of our customers since 1873. We are confident that our knowledgeable staff can help you make informed decisions about your financial needs no matter how big or small. Let us show you how rewarding a relationship with First Heritage Bank can be. Stop in at one of our 2 locations, or you can find out more information at www.fhbshen.com. First Heritage Bank is a proud supporter of Shenandoah High School athletics. Go Shen, member FDIC.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth. Final score tonight from Shenandoah. Rexroth Court Tri-Center handled their business on the road tonight, 62-38. Coach, final tallies for the home team for the Mustangs. What do we got?
Yeah, Foster finishes with 13 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals. Really solid night for him. Obviously, shooting from the corner, he needs to knock down those threes against that 1-3-1. He did that for the most part tonight. Lorimer finishes with 9 points, the 3 threes out of him tonight. Holmes finishes with 8 points, 3 rebounds. Mount finishes with 4 points and solid effort coming off an illness, and even I saw him leave the gym a couple times when he got taken out of the game, trying to catch his breath. And then Holben finishes with 2. Athan finishes with 2 as well, and 3 rebounds in a very short amount of time as he showed up from bowling, like we said. So, again, Mustangs played a little bit short-handed tonight with illness and got a couple guys gone from bowling early in the game. So, a good effort by the Mustangs. Finish with the loss 60-38, but a good effort by the Mustangs with the guys that they had tonight.
So let's fast forward to tomorrow. We're not going to be there to call the game. You'll be there to watch the game.
I will not be.
You will not? I'm sorry. I should have asked during the break. That's my fault. So fast forward to tomorrow. We'll start with the boys because that's what I have on Varsity Bound for really no other reason. But they played already. Both girls and boys have played. Creston came out with a 26-point victory. We called that game. It didn't seem like it was that big of a gap really for the first, I'd say maybe quarter and a half, 2 quarters. What are some things that the Mustangs need to do to keep that game tighter and maybe pull off a road upset?
Yeah, the biggest thing is that Creston's athleticism got them to the basket quite a bit that night, and for the Mustangs, again, it's going to come down to playing defense, which they can, and I think they can hold Creston to in the 40s, maybe the low 50s, and the Mustangs can keep up. They have definitely improved at the offensive end for sure over the last couple of games, and you're always going to get good effort from them, and it's going to start on the defensive end for the Mustangs tomorrow night.
Okay, so now for the girls, this game started that weird 3 or 4 game downward spiral, which we've now kind of seasons are peaks and valleys. So that was a big valley but this was the start of that, and it was not the first quarter, because the first quarter, it's been like the first quarters the last 3 games. Gangbusters, lots of threes, run on the floor, out to a huge lead, but the last 3 quarters, all Creston. What does Shenandoah have to do from the Phillies standpoint to not have a repeat performance and kind of have that redemption game?
Yeah, the biggest thing is breaking the 1-3-1, right? So Creston started off 2-3 that night, and the Mustangs came out, or the Phillies came out and jumped out to a quick 10-point lead. And then Creston went back to what they know, and what they know is a 1-3-1. And the Phillies struggled with that, couldn't knock down any shots and from the outside, and maybe turned it over a couple too many times, and nothing really went right from the start of the second quarter to the end of the game that night. And Creston found kind of a high-low combination where they were dribbling it to taking it from the elbow, beating our girls one-on-one, and we might have panicked a little bit, and we went man, and that didn't help. And I think, for the Phillies coming out tomorrow night, it's a matter of beating the 1-3-1, trusting your defense, trusting what you do best, and that's kind of playing that 3-2 amoeba type of zone, and sticking with it, and then a matter of finishing at the basket and finding a way to break that 1-3-1 defense for the Panthers.
You called it an amoeba defense.
That's because you keep saying that, and so it's kind of stuck in my head now.
It's like the backside rebounding.
Yeah.
I feel really good about that. Anyways, it seems like for the Panthers, it's kind of a 3-headed monster. Not super high scoring or field goal percentage. Randall seemed like she didn't miss the other night or a month ago when they played, but Randall, Fields, and Pop, those were the 3, and we talked about them all game long. Those were the 3 that they needed to really focus on and stop. And you said that high-low, that dribble and then the kick, or the dribble and the drive, we really had some struggles with that. But it'll be a fun night tomorrow night. Wish we were there to call it, but sadly you won't be there at all, and neither will I. And next time we'll be together, at least as far as I know, we haven't talked about it, would be Friday home against Lewis Central. So you'll be here.
I will be.
All right.
I will be here Friday night against Lewis Central.
And we'll educate you a little bit more on some more science words, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Tonight we learned about inertia, though.
Inertia.
Yeah. And we got a split. Phillies win. Mustangs fell to Tri-Center. So for Aaron Burdorf, TJ Young right here signing off. Until Friday, everybody. Good night, everyone, and have a good evening.